In 2012, my dad got a older Jeep and helping him build it, add some stuff onto it, um, what made me want to get a Jeep. Whether it's hot, cold, or just right outside and you want to ride with the doors off, the roof off, or just the windows down, Jeep is a perfect car to have for that occasion. Removing hardtops on Jeeps isn't as hard as everyone believes it is. I used to believe that it was very hard until I first got mine. And I was kind of figuring out it by myself. It was very easy from then. Getting to know the history of Jeeps, what the tools that are required are for, and how to properly remove the complete hardtop set and put it back on is what I'm going to demonstrate for you guys today. The Jeep legend began in November of 1940 in the early days of World War II, just before the United States entered the war. In 2018, Jeep sold a total of 937,227 vehicles in the U.S. just in 2018. It surpassed its previous yearly sales record of 926,376 in 2016. Jeep sold in just December of 2018 alone 80,449 cars. A fact about Jeeps is for the Jeep's grille, Ford takes credit for it. The exact origin of the Jeep name is a mystery, and a Jeep received a Purple Heart. For the front end of the removal for the passenger and the driver sides, you don't really need any tools required. You just need an extra person if you aren't capable of doing it yourself. Making sure that you have, if you put it in your trunk of the Jeep, make sure it's all cleaned out and there's nothing in there. Or a storage place to set up the two front parts if that's the only part you're taking off. Another thing that's optional for it is a sunshade. So, during the summer, especially in Florida, it gets very hot and you want to block out all that sun. A sunshade is perfect for it. They make it for the back too, but we'll get into that in a little bit. For the rear end removal of the Jeep, you're going to need an additional person for sure, or persons, a drill or ratchet, a driver's socket, a T40 Torx bit, and this is optional, is a sunshade as well. But the sunshade for the back covers the entire thing. It's not separated. If you take the whole thing off, it covers the front and the back. So for the process of the front end removal, you're going to first want to do the driver's side. Up top and behind the driver, kind of by the shoulders and by the bar speakers, are two screws. I have a 2014 Jeep Wrangler, and mine has two screws. The newer Jeeps, don't really have them as necessary, so you want to twist it, take them off, and store those so that way you don't lose them. Those connect the front and the back roof to make sure they stay together. Then there is 4 latches on the driver's side, and all you have to do is just twist them. Make sure they're not against both of them. You just want them on the driver's side, and then right above your sun visor, there's a latch that you pull down. After that, you can either sit in your seat if you have an additional person standing outside by the door. You push it up and you bring it over. If you're doing this by yourself, I like to stand outside the door, have one hand up, the other out, and push it towards myself and to carry it. You want to do the same over for the passenger, but when you have the driver's side door or roof off first, make sure your trunk is open, the back window is flipped up, and you want to lay it down on the outside roof or the inside of the roof down on the carpet. When you do your passenger side roof, there's only one latch and then the one latch underneath the sun visor, and you want to do the same thing. Push it up, hand it over, or push it up and bring it over slowly so that way you're not in any harm and you're safe from doing it by yourself. This time, when you take the passenger roof off, you want to flip it over and put the top of both roofs on each other. Then you close it, and that's it. You have the whole front roof off and you're ready to drive. Now to put it back on, just reverse those steps. It is that simple for the front end removal. For the rear end removal, you want to remove the two T40 Torx bolts on each corner. The back window has a back windshield wiper, and you want to disconnect the electrical connection by pushing it on, or pushing on it, then pulling it off. If you do not, I know some people have big garages when they have Jeeps, and they have a system that all they have to do is just do the screws and put something on the bottom of it, like hooks, and they press the button and it just lifts it right up. That is, if you have that, that is perfectly fine. If you don't, you want additional people to help you. You lift up from the center of the top, and you just you push it up and you pull it back. When putting it back on, just reverse the steps. So you want to push it on and pull it down. Same with the system. When you want to pull it up, you just have to make sure you're parked in the correct space and it's right where it needs to be, and you just reverse the steps from there. Getting to know your Jeep and getting comfortable with it, what the tools are required for, and how to properly remove the complete top set and put it back on is what I wanted to demonstrate for you guys today. Thank you for listening, and some of my works cited was me and my dad after helping him work on it for the past 7 years, and then starting to work on mine the past 3 months. RockyMountainExpeditions.com, CJPhonyParts.com for 2 of them, Google.com, and Autoraptor.com.